If the track meet, if my age group has like a record that needs to be broken, I'll go for it and then I'll get it.
Tamari Davis comes off the bend, possibly in the lead, despite negotiating that tight bend from the second lane. There's a real dust-up down the straight. Look at the outside, Deja Lampkin coming through, but it is indeed Tamari Davis who takes it. Brilliant bend she ran, and she gave them all a meter to chase, and they couldn't close it. They couldn't get back to her, and the time 23.20.
But it went at 23-21. Why couldn't it stay at 23-20?
With a very slight following wind.
23-21. I was the youngest person there. I was in 8th grade. And it was like all high school girls, and I was the youngest person, and I beat them, and they thought they were gonna win, but they didn't.
It still brings tears, and like it's so emotional. We sit and watch the race sometimes of that one event. Yeah. We love all of her stuff, but that one race, because she put her whole heart and soul into that event, and for her to come around and win, it's just the look of this, like, I did it, that huge accomplishment. It just brings chills and tears still. I'm so sorry, but it's just so much joy.
We're just trying to support her, and as much as we can, and she just continue to grow and get better.
I was just happy for me. Over here is a lot of our trophies, a lot of my patches from nationals. Oh, so the AAU Junior Olympics committee sent this to me for getting the record in primary 8 and under girls 200.
Go, baby, go, go, go. Lean, 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 lean. On your toes, on your toes.
This is my room. These are the spikes I got for in Boston for the Dream 100. They find the top 5 high school girls for the 100, and then we get invited to come to Boston and run. This year, our start was bad. Like when I got out the blocks, I was in like last place. And I'm not that strong coming out the blocks yet because I haven't did weights yet. Coach Gary don't want me to be all built yet.
He feels like high school should be a prime time to start certain things, and we have turned her over to him as far as guidance and leadership, and that was his call, so we followed suit.
Yeah, my grandma, she'll take me to practice. We get there around like 5:31.
I've been working with Tamari since the age of 7. Just 2 150s today, something nice and light. What she'll do, she'll basically pick up at each 50, but we'll never reach 100%. Sometimes when you tell a kid, hey, I just want you to go out and do a 300, and you don't control the pace, they'll go out and blast the first 300, and they may have 3 300s that day, but then because they blast the first one, they can't finish the second or the third one, so the workout is really screwed for the day. These athletes like Tamari and all these other top athletes out there that are young, I didn't make her that fast. I mean, she conceived that at birth, Basically, all I do is just go in and fine tune and try to develop things, correct a few things. That's it. This right here is this is a belt that we're going to help develop her hips a little bit, because Tamari is kind of weak in the hips. So this year, like I said, one of our focuses, to strengthen her in the hips. Even though, she has very good times going into the high school season, you still have to respect whoever you step on the line with. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Dorsal flat still. Bring it back down, make sure the arms go back and everything. We'll do probably about 3 to 4 indoor meets this year. We just try to see where we at, a little measuring stick just off of, strength and base. Then from there we'll say, okay, let's keep it going from here. I limit her races, I don't overrun her. I'm not the type of coach that needs to beat on my chest just to show that I have a great athlete. I already know she's a good athlete, So when you start running them in all these high-profile meets, it takes toll out your body. I see a lot of athletes, they're great through high school. Once the high school season's over with, the high school coach has burnt them out. So when they go to college, the college coach is kind of like, man, they're not moving, but they're staying at the same time. High school coach probably ran everything out of them, or the summer club coach ran everything out of them. So I want to leave room for improvement for the next level. I want her to enjoy every level that she can, high school, college, and professional if she makes it that far. We're definitely looking at 2020 Olympics.
Tokyo.
Trying to make the team. Now, when she walks off the track and she's away from the track, she has to be that 13 or 14-year-old girl and have fun and enjoy life. Because if you just constantly keep on the track every single day, everything track, she'll fall out of love with the sport. And I don't want her to fall out of love with the sport.
I want to go pro. I want to go to all the Olympics, like 2020, 2024, all that. Go to the World Juniors. I want to be a professional athlete that's running crazy times and winning a lot of the track meets I go to. I'll come on a track to win. If I lose, like, it made me like push harder and stuff. But Tamari Davis, do what you love what you do. I think this year was better than all my other years because I went to a lot of places. I ran like great times. This year, I want to go like 23.0 or 23.1. It's gonna take a lot of work for me to get those times. If I just get out the blocks right, and then you go to set, and the gun goes off, and then you come out of it, the nerves I run on the track, just get out of it. I have to be focused, and when I get on the line, just like forget about everything, and then you're just going, and you don't stop till you get to the finish line.
On the track, it's easy to see the Shepard sisters are special.
Sisters who discovered track and field about the same time last year they and their single mother fell on hard times.
Last September, they lost their apartment when Mom just couldn't keep up with rising rent.
Now in a new apartment, Tanya has a new job.
I knew that it was going to be a better life for us.
So, I am here cooking for 3 hungry athletes. Most days they will roll out of bed into their clothes and go either to the corner store to get a bacon, egg, and cheese or go to school and eat. It's only because they really cherish their rest time. They get off the track, say about 8 at night every night. When they get home, it's a mad dash to doing homework and studying and preparing for the next day. Rise and shine. Ty, you have testing today? Thank you. You always the first one. Go. Get away from my food. No one wants my eggs?
Mom's the best cook I know. Like, she's amazing. She just doesn't do it.
I can't with you.
The Shepard girls are naturally gifted athletes, and I think that they would do well in any sport, but they're especially geared to running track.
I just turned 13, so I'm doing 200 hurdles now. It is hard.
Ty, the oldest Shepard, is the most able-bodied of the 3 because she can sprint as well as run distance. She does anything from the sprint hurdles to the 800 meters. She's very, very determined and focused, not just in track, but in school and in everything she does.
At my age, girls are usually like hanging out with boys or texting all the time. But we practice 4 times a day.
Rain, the middle child, was always good, but we didn't recognize it actually at first. We had her in the shorter distances, but now she runs the 1500 and the 3000.
We had, I think, 6 400s. That's it? I know. You sprinters get a slack. No fair.
Brooke has turned out to be a distance runner. She started out in the high jump, but she is more geared to running the 800 and the 1500.
Oh, they really make sure that we're on point and that we have the hardest workout that is allowed. So I'm pretty sure nobody else trains like us.
You are so ready. When did you do your homework? Last night?
Yeah, I don't have homework.
They don't utilize their breaks like they should. I've been telling them, time is everything, you know? Brooklyn is a great place to live. I mean, right now, it's a hot spot. It's gotten very expensive. I was working a low-income job, and for a single parent like myself, I wasn't getting the help I needed. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you.
Kiss, kiss. Have a blessed day, okay? We fell on really hard times because of that, because of the rent hike, because I couldn't make ends meet with the low income job. The rent kept going up and our landlord just didn't want to work with me. And for that, we became homeless.
Mom works answering phones at a Brooklyn car service, but it doesn't pay much and she fell behind on the rent. That's how they got evicted. That's how they ended up at the homeless shelter.
It's horrible. It's infested. It's unsanitary.
That's something that I had to do. I had no choice. I don't have family members here in Brooklyn that I could live with. And the girls were born in Brooklyn. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to uproot them because even though it's expensive here, they have the best opportunities.
They've been there since 2015 after a half-brother was killed and Mom Tanya fell on hard times.
This is my older brother when he was younger. He got shot. But we have a picture of him.
I lost my son to gun violence. He would have been 21 this year. What I find difficult is the quiet moments. I feel very lucky to have 3 girls in my life who can't stop talking, can't stop moving. They reward me with that, and I feel blessed. A couple of months before he was killed, he brought the girls sneakers. They ran those sneakers down to the ground. I don't know if that's the reason they're so successful in track now, like the wind beneath their wings sort of story. The time that we became homeless, the girls got on a track team. We were actually given the support group to get past the obstacle that we was about to run into.
I grew up in this community in low-income housing project, and I know the struggles of poverty, and I knew when they came on the team what they were going through. So the parents and the girls on the team and the coaches all came together to assist them with whatever they needed. They're pretty much on their feet now, but we're always there for them. Jeunesse Track Club is a team I started 33 years ago. There wasn't a lot going on back then, especially for girls. Boys had football and basketball and baseball, and girls had cheerleading. I guess some people say I'm a hard taskmaster.
2 lappers, stay up in there.
I believe that all children rise to what's expected of them, and if you give them great expectations, you'll get great results.
Are you kidding me?
You can't coddle people if you want them to be the best. Were you aware that they were on the track getting ready to do the mile run? Is that what? Yeah, so why weren't you in it? And that's not just being the best at track, it's being the best person that they can be, the best woman that they could be, the best student that they can be, and that's what I insist on.
Track gives us hope and strength to move on from our problems.
They also found success, winning medals, landing magazine covers.
Through their track successes came people wanting to know about them and hear about their story. One of the people that found the girls and wanted to do their story was Whoopi Goldberg and The View.
Tanya, Tyler said he's going to find you and your girls a place to live and pay your rent for the next 2 years.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Tyler Perry, he's actually paying my rent for a couple of years, which is helping me to save money.
It takes a lot to get out of that mindset and to realize that you can make it on your own. It's a struggle, but it's possible.
The girls helped me to keep going. Their story is so inspiring, and their passion and their drive, it makes me feel like it's never the end of something unless you stop trying. There's no end to it, and they motivate me every day. Always know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to persevere.
I want to be better than my dad. I want to show everybody how he was famous, I can be more famous.
Wow, look, this is so great. We have the star of the Johnson family and Chad Johnson on the show with us.
That crashing sound you hear, that's the national record.
And Shyle Johnson, she did it in the 800, she does it in the 15.
Chad Johnson and his daughter who no one can beat in her age group at track.
In the Dream Olympics, I won the 800-meter run, the 400-meter run, and I came second in the 1500. Hi, my name is Shael Johnson, and I'm a track athlete.
Lead us not
in temptation, but
deliver us
from all evil.
Thine is the kingdom,
power and glory,
forever.
Amen. One team, one goal, one unit.
I'm Coach D. I'm the head coach of Miami Gardens Express. You know, I'm a firm believer that at this age, we really don't need no weights. We can get all our strength on God's green earth. We make sure we do our first initial warm-up lap, and I'm gonna have her pick it up like the last maybe 200 meters, 300 meters. All right, pick it up. Warm that body. Keep your mouth closed. Breathing in and out your nose. 10 jumps right away. 1, 2, 3. I like these shoes, Shael. You gotta get me some of these.
No, I'm good. I like the 800.
Is that what you're best at?
Yeah, well, I'm best at all of them, but I think I have like more confidence in the 800. When I do the 800, I want to show people that I can hit it again from the 3, and they can see how strong I am.
Now we get to the hard part. We do this every day.
Coach D's coaching style is very tough. Whatever comes to his mind, he does it. And we always have to do it with a train to be great attitude. Never give him any attitude, because if you do, he's gonna put more to it.
And the only way to fight the lactic acid off, we have to attack it and feel the burn. 3, 4, 5. Great. Check it out. Now look at her face, see how it is. Then I say, you know what? No, ain't no weight. So no, ain't no, see, you can't catch your breath in the race. I don't want them to adapt into anything I got. It's kind of tough to make them mad, but you know, I try to. Now, this is the part where I say I like to build character. Concentrate on the core again. This is when the mind shows the body that it can do anything. And this is the reason why I believe she won the 1500 last year. How you feeling? Remember, we're building the mind right now. I know you tired, I know, but I don't want you to be tired in the track meet. Again, 10 toe touches, go. Making sure the core is 110. Just making sure we're building our speed endurance right now and making sure we're using our arms to carry our legs. Tired? It's in your mind. It's in your mind. Her mind is so much stronger than everybody else's. And I understand in this sport, we're not gonna like each other all the time, but I love her always. And the goal is to get that scholarship. I don't want her parents paying anything for school. These are our TTPG bands, trained to be great.
Coach D's favorite word is trying to be great. He doesn't like the word good. He thinks good is for everybody. He wants our team and the MGX team to be great.
Shael probably be the hardest worker that I've ever coached. Like, she would tell me straight up, I don't want to practice with the girls. I want to practice with the boys because I want to be better. I want to be great. She'll whisper in my ear sometimes, make it harder, make it harder. This is really one of those kids that just want everybody to be great. It's never by herself. It's always, let's make everybody great. All right, Shael, great job today.
Okay, Makai, the storm is coming. What I like about sports is it's a time where you can challenge and compete against other girls. I like playing this game because, like, I always want to be the first one, like in track too. I'm very competitive, like there's no second for me. Oh my God, Makai, I got a heavy for you.
Her dad is definitely a big influence, definitely takes after him with being very competitive. I don't think she's as cocky as he is, but I probably see it coming soon.
How's the season going?
The season is
fun.
The season has went well and fun. School was fun.
School is not supposed to be fun.
I mean, yeah. Well, to me it is because I'm learning. I learned about math, science.
Oh, you learned about math? What's 5 plus 5?
10.
Hey, there we go. We got an academic scholar on our hands.
My dad inspires me because he's an NFL star and everybody loves him. So he's inspired me to become like he was. So I would love to be like to what he do so everybody can love me like they love him. Go, let's go! Yeah, Yeah, that's a goal. Yeah, come on. No.
I think playing sports it's in our blood. It's in our DNA. Shoot, you got to get into action. Each year, I'm proud of Shael improving, year to year, setting new goals and achieving those goals each year. I love to see Shael in the Olympics. That'd be dope. Seeing little visions of you and your kids doing well in their respective crafts. That's really, really a dope feeling. Over the years, it's been pretty dope watching her become the track athlete that she has. It's been a fun journey. So watching her grow and become dominant, at her young age it's fascinating.
From the daddy. What?
Coach D is definitely more than just a coach. We kind of consider ourselves like family.
Oh my God, she's so mean.
The only weakness that Shael has is her age. She's 13. She's true enough in a lot of areas, but that's kids, so that's why I love her being a child. I love her being immature. That's one, I hate to say this, but that's one weakness that I love, because you allowing a child to be a child. She's 13 years old. She's gonna make mistakes. She's not gonna be perfect, but she wants to strive to be great.
My next steps is to be the fastest in Florida, and I just want to just show everybody how strong I am in the 4.8 and 15, and I'm just gonna redeem myself in the 1500. And just like Coach D said, I always want my heart. I never be afraid. Sometimes I get a little nervous, but I already know that God is with me, and my team is praying for me. So every time I step on the track, I do good.
Oh, we won already? You gotta be kidding. We won already?
First time I started running track, I pretty much say after I saw 2008 Beijing Olympics when I saw Usain Bolt run. I was so amazed by how fast their legs were moving and how fast they were moving and everything. I just knew that I could be like them someday. I was like 6, I think, and I pretty much knew that I wanted to run track. I run the 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter. In relays, I run 4x2 and 4x4. I'm ranked US number 7 in the 100 meters.
It's amazing watching this kid run.
He wants it, and because he wants it, he'll get it.
Fastest time I've ran so far is 10.8, and I'm not satisfied with that at all. I'm Jaylin, I'm 16, and I'm a sprinter. My dad was known for being very, very fast, and I feel like I picked that up from him especially. I was 7 years old when I started running against older kids and started beating them. And a lot of people started telling me, like, you have potential and you're gonna go far. And that's when I pretty much just like, I guess I am fast. Growing up in Coney Island, it was kind of a struggle in a way because I had to work 10 times as hard to make sure I was seen and to make sure like I was doing what I had to do to be the best. Traveling to school every day takes me about like an hour, but I know that going there is gonna make me that much better. I go to Paul Robeson, and it's known for being the best team in New York. We're number 1 in the state, and in the nation, we're number 3. I was a freshman in high school running against seniors. Sometimes I didn't win, sometimes I did win, and when I didn't win, I didn't take it as a loss, I just took it as a lesson, and I would just hope the next week to get them back, and eventually I did. What makes a good runner is training. You can't expect to be the best if you don't do what it takes to be the best. I train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't train on Fridays. And I train for about 3 to 4 hours.
Good.
I have 2 coaches because I run for high school and I run for club. Both my coaches are Jamaican, so I guess like them having that experience, they kind of put it on us.
Set.
He does everything you ask him to do, he does over 100%.
He's very eager. What's next, coach? So pretty much anything you ask this kid to do, not a problem, gets it done.
Knowing that I have a chance of being the best, that gets me excited. Growing up around the beach my whole life is really good because I get to run on the sand, and especially in track, you get out the blocks before everybody else. And running with weights on the beach and with parachutes, it's helped me because that's what I need to work on a little bit more is my starts. I'm explosive out the blocks, but I just need to be a little bit more explosive to get to that level where I want to be. This bien says Musa, my nickname. Really, I got this last year at AAU Nationals because it means fast. It means the best of the best. What makes me so excited about running is a gold medal. Junior Worlds is short-term goal. Long-term goal is 2024 Paris, France Olympics. I want to be the first one from Brooklyn, Coney Island, to win the Olympics, the gold medal, 100 meter. 2024 looks like it's gonna be it. When people tell me I'm fast, it makes me feel more confident, but I just don't rely on what they say. I always push harder because I want people to call me fast, but I also want to live up to that expectation of being fast, so I always have to keep working harder. When I'm running, I always pretend like I'm Usain Bolt because it gets me on my A game, and I just be like, what would he do? Just seeing him come out powerful, finishing strong, and his legs moving so fast in the great form he has, I just have tunnel vision to get to the finish line, and that's it. When I finish my race and I dip at the line, and I know somebody was right there next to me, my head just turns straight to the clock. Most of the time I don't care about the place. I just care about the time to see if I did better than I did last week. I do run for me, I run for my family, and I also run for my community. So I feel like they're gonna be very satisfied and very happy. I would definitely tell other kids, older than me and younger than me, that track is not just about running, even though it may seem that it's just about running, and it can take you farther than you think.